Hello, hello, hello. We got some people hopefully tuning in today. I know I'll explain something in just a second. Just let me set up the stream for now. Yeah. I know what you're thinking. I know what's going through that cute brain of yours. I know what you're thinking. Let me just set up some things and I'll talk about what you're thinking. You're putting your thinking caps on. Yeah, I believe we good. Let's set it up. We good. Alright, I know what you're thinking. Okay, hold your horses. I know what you guys are thinking. What happened to God of War Chains of Olympus? Why does it look like this? What part of this did Zesty see and decide, yep, that's Chains of Olympus? None of this is Chains of Olympus, by the way. Like, what part of this, basically, is Chains of Olympus? Look at these. Look at that. Look at that. What part of this is Chains of Olympus, you may ask? I'll explain in just another second. So, I go... Hold on, what the hell? Okay. I go into my God of War Chains of Olympus the moment I come out of the shower today. Just to see that I don't have very hard unlocked. Just a classic Zesty joke right there, you know, where you don't have very hard unlocked. And so, I did the logical thing, starting this current stream that you're seeing right now. You're tuned in, right? So like, Ghost of Sparta does have very hard unlocked right there. I'm gonna start it in just a second. Let me just share this to Zitter. God of War, Ghost of Sparta, no grabs / upgrades plus. Let me just probably, yeah. Didn't you say Chains of Olympus? Okay, I'll explain in greater detail right now. Stream is on. Let's go to God mode. Skip cutscenes because Ready at Dawn is that awesome. I went through a data loss a couple of days ago. A couple of, months ago actually, not days ago. And I lost my data way back then. Now today at work, I got excited to do Chains of Olympus no grab run plus, right? So I come back home, work out, come out of the shower, DQ myself by grabbing these guys. Now for real, I come back home and load up God of War Ghost of Sparta. Just to see that I don't have the thing unlocked. Like I don't have, not Ghost of Sparta, sorry, I load up Chains of Olympus first. Just to see that I don't have very hard unlock. Which was hilarious. You can imagine my face when I saw that. And so I was like, let's not treat the channel like that. Let's at least do a stream tonight. That would be totally fair. Hold on, I got an idea right here since I can't grab. Come here. I want them all to approach. There, I'm gonna trap them. Ah. There's the hoodie attire from them Oko days. That's how you know the Oko's back. I mean the winter's here. I mean the Oko's here. Talk a little bit about the God of War Remaster PS5 leaks. Leaks! And there's a DQ right out the gate. So, the Game Awards, right? I'm like 69% sure they're gonna reveal remasters. By the way, how does the stream look? I upped my bitrate from the last Ninja Gaiden stream that looked like Minecraft of all games. So hopefully right now the stream is at cute 1080p, not just 1080p behind a fucking 4000 bitrate. That looked horrible. I looked back at the stream. Not totally horrible. It was better than the 720p at least. I'm just saying. Must have been an Oko reference. Oko? You know, I'm just saying, Oko? I can't use the undo function like I would back in the day with OBS, but not like that's a problem. So yeah, I load up Chains of Olympus, find out I don't have very hard unlocked like I did for Ghost of Sparta a while back. And I was like, okay, let's give the lovely viewers of the channel a challenge run. We're not gonna just leave you guys hanging like this. Us here at Extreme Gameplays really value the viewer experience. So yeah, that's why you're seeing me play this right now. Ghost of Sparta, which is a better game than Chains of Olympus. By like a mile. It honestly competes with the Santa Monica games. And I can't escape this, so does Kratos automatically escape? Guess I'll die. So, this gets me explaining some stuff about God of War Ghost of Sparta. And is that, hey, I think I discovered an awesome strat, and I died. So, in No Grab Run Plus, let's first of all explain the rules of the run. You're not allowed to grab anything. You're not allowed to even do this, where you can't grab an enemy that is ungrabbable. Basically don't press circle, okay? Capiche? Comprende? And so with that being said, you cannot escape grabs as well. So if you get grabbed, you gotta wait for Kratos to either let go himself or whatever thing like there is, the alternative. I don't know what the alternative is. Okay. Boom. Amazing. Let's hope they don't spawn again. Oh. Just don't let them grab you, actually, basically. This is my first time doing Ghost of Sparta No Grab Run Plus. So I think I might see some sections that are going to be problematic. I haven't done this at all. It'll get much easier when we get the Arms of Sparta, the Spartan weapon. But so far right now we don't have any of that. Value the viewers, whole community crying for Resident Evil 4 No Merchant Run. Who's crying for that? 7 people. 7.5 if you count Dante. Today was a shithole, mate. It was a shithole. So I was at work and a conspiracy was happening in like full display and expecting me to not catch a read on it. You know how works just suddenly changes the way it manages things and new rules and whatnot. So today was bad news and I'm kind of not in the mood to even explain it, but I'm just saying, like, if you have any sympathy, if you know, kind of feel bad for the streamer, donate $6,000, please. I'm just playing. I'm just saying today is not really the mood. Like when I made that community post, seconds after that, our director of the sales comes in and he's like, there are gonna be some changes that are gonna happen in the next couple of days or next couple of weeks. I don't know. Bullshit PR type of way of talking. He's trying to out Wall Street my Wall Street, and like we're both salesmen. It's like I am catching on to what bullshittery you're putting on display. Me, Scorpio, True Gamer, Fatah, Hyper, Right, Emil, Kodrix. List goes on. List goes on. Who else? Name 3 more. List goes on. When someone cannot really name anything more than 2, list goes on. Really, wasn't the Chain of Olympus stream? So for everyone entering, I don't have very hard unlocked on Chains of Olympus, which was something I overlooked. I forgot when I made the community post. In memory, I was like, I got that save data back that I lost a while back. Come on, I'm gonna be able to stream No Grab Run Plus on Chains of Olympus, which I was really excited to do. Because like, I looked back at my Chains of Olympus no upgrade run. Look at this silly nosedive. in 1080p on my streams. Crazy. But anyways, why did I try to do the weird nosedive and then because I'd love to do it and I can't do it. Fuck it, let's just go. So yeah, I looked at my no upgrade 1+ of God of War Chains of Olympus and grabs dominated. So I was really in the mood of seeing how no grabs would go, my 3 other accounts. There you go. Are you playing on RPSC 3? No, I'm playing on PS3. Now, we don't just beat up enemies normally in God of War games. What we do is use the budget version of ring outs. That being, send them to way back there. Actually, do they not get sent? Never mind. I tried to do something funny, but like, I'm not funny, you know. Tried to send them here for a potential despawn, which I think does happen, but like, I kind of positioned it wrong. So it is what it is. Chains of Olympus at home. Alpha. I'll fuck your ass. Wow, I can't believe that didn't make it. The grapple thingies in this game are just weird. Okay, let's skip all this. The stream looks like it's at 480p and I have 1 gigabit Ethernet. Really? No, just kidding. For real, is the thingy bad? The thingy? Wait, can I skip this potentially? LMAO? Lamau? I'm not one to skip encounters, but like... But I mean like... Okay, that's actually fine. If you're skipping encounters, then why are you even doing the challenge run? Unless it's Ninja Gaiden 2, where some encounters deserve to get skipped. But man, Ninja Gaiden 2 already cemented its place in like possibly my top 5 action games, and I haven't even like I haven't even finished Master Ninja. I haven't even played the game, honestly. Nah, I'm just kidding. It already cemented its place as my like top 5 action game, you know? Shit's amazing. As I said, the most gorgeous your streams have ever looked. Seriously? So like right now it's good? Like for real? On God, for real? It's amazing. I just upped the bitrate twice as much as the older stream. DQ? What did I do? My man is reversing enemy grabs in a no grab round. That's not a grab. If you're saying so. That is actually a grab. What the hell am I saying? So we gotta dodge all of them mofos? That is a grab, actually. I was so casually, you know, letting him grab me, you know, safest and easiest way to kill him and whatnot, yada yada. Bro, you're not allowed to... Thank you, guys. Thank you. That's a grab. Hey, look at you. You got a grab. Brand new Xbox hitbox. And man, I really wanted to showcase a potential ring out on these guys, but like right now I guess I won't be able to. You had to use demos? No, I don't. This guy just got 2 cheap shots in. Thank you. Zesty likes to grab. No, that's a violation of the rules. You're not allowed to reverse an enemy grab. Like when you get grabbed, you gotta let it happen. So either Kratos automatically escapes, or you die like a gentleman. Now, God of War Ghost of Sparta has a very big problem with the enemy grabs, and is that they are actually S will break his guard. Oh, this. I always forget this move exists. I always do. Thank you. That's awesome to know. You're doing a no grab run plus, not a no grab run. Yeah, the plus adds that. Demos is just chipping. Big V has recommended him, but like I forget what exactly is what how does it change the game? Like, what does the stats do? Spartan, give me rent. And that's a DQ. Why do I love to grab so much? What are you playing on? This is on PS3. I'm fiending on these what do you call them? Disqualifications. Let's go. Thank you very much, guys, for reminding me about that whole thing. And by the way, I can open chests. This is not being plus. You'll want to keep it in mind. I see. Did bro really kill the Minotaur with such health? It's an easy fight. No, he just hit me twice. I wasn't paying attention. Get ready for off-screen attacks. Right. So off-screen attacks are a bitch, but like you get used to them in this game. Off-screen attacks, like the more I played action games, I came to find out that they're not a set rule for games where you can't control the camera, or even for ones that you can or whatnot, like action games in general. Whereas I used to think that. I used to think, okay, since God of War and Devil May Cry and Bayonetta, like since these games have enemies that don't attack off-screen, maybe it's like a rule in action games to not break. Like, never have enemies attack from off-screen. But the more I played games, the more I played other action games, I came to find out that that's not a thing. It is a cool thing, but it's not a thing in every game. Like Ninja Gaiden just has enemies attacking you from off-screen. Metal Gear Rising just has enemies attacking you from off-screen. And like right now, I'm fine with Ghost of Sparta allowing enemies to attack off-screen. Like, the more I played games, the more I came to find out that enemies do attack off-screen. Audio cues, yada yada, but like still. Only the tackle toss is a collision. 3 damage. Awesome. I thought the Orion's harpoons are also collisions, because like they spread enemies around. God, Ghost of Sparta plays so good. Honestly, this was good. Not playing Chains of Olympus and playing Ghost of Sparta is good. Although I had other plans for Ghost of Sparta. Like if I had Very Hard finished, this run that you're seeing right now would have been an Arms of Sparta only run. Like even at work I forgot how much I progressed with Ghost of Sparta after my data loss. I thought I finished Very Hard as well so that I can return back home and just make a thumbnail for Arms of Sparta. So like even you see the thumbnail is Arms of Sparta. Thumbnail was supposed to be a Arms of Sparta only run, like a weapon specialty run to appreciate the weapon more and more. And oh, appreciation would have been the case. It's like that's like objectively the best or the second best weapon in all of God of War. You should try RE4. I played a lot of it. Easy! Now I remember why this is on easy. I finished the game on easy. I basically speed ran it. Chains of Olympus has it worse. It's full. What were we talking about? Doesn't deal any damage if it's actually... Hold on, you said something, Haristos. Affect ops. Doesn't deal any damage if it's actually affects ops. Chains of Olympus has worse. It's full. Chains of Olympus doesn't have collisions though. Why not then? I didn't have Very Hard beaten. Like if I had a completed Very Hard where I can start a new game. I would have, you know, Arms of Sparta from the start of the game. But like I don't. And now I remember the thought process behind why I finished the game only once on easy and called it a day. The main goal was this, basically, what you're seeing right now. All the way back when I lost my data, like a couple of months ago. I was like, okay, let's finish the game on easy, just to unlock very hard. After I'm done unlocking very hard, I'm just gonna, you know, do a no grab run to have an excuse to play very hard. Because I did not want to play the, you know, the game alone. At the time. You know, since when you lose your data, it's not a fun time. It's not a fun time for anyone. Losing data is like losing a child to me. Is it upgrade run? It is a no upgrade run. I'm not upgrading anything. This is a DMC3 encounter without ring outs. Oh, the elevator one. Good one. So how I would deal with Cyclops is stay on their sides and attack with the full strength, finish it with this. Like the Cyclops is very cool in this game, how you can just abuse this. Cyclops in general are just interesting in this game. You can block a Cyclops attack, but not this Cyclops though. So stay on this side. Don't get on this bad side, pun intended. The attacks to the left, you strafe to his behind, or even to the right, anywhere. This makes no grab run plus in this game really awesome. That punch is, it just has a weird delay that I can actually get caught by sometimes. And no, not like God of War 3. This is not the best DPS to go with. Since like you don't have a cancel thing. You can cancel a lot of things with the when using the arms of Sparta, but the blades are not such a case. The arms of Sparta, there are a lot of cancels too that Big V mentioned that I just forgot. And I'm gonna have to reread them before doing the arms of Sparta only run. So no upgrade run plus, it translates to no bar extensions. Yeah. Ghost of Sparta is least good in Greek Saga? Why do you think that? Pachini Zimniak! Hristos' lost cousin. I believe that's what I said in that fucking super cracked high no lag run plus stream of God of War 1. Pachini Zimniak. Why is Ghost of Sparta the worst? I have Chains of Olympus as the worst. Then Ascension. God of War Valhalla is technically a Greek God of War game, if you know what I mean. The Cyclops are so easy in Ghost of Sparta. Are they though? Come on. Like, they put them in some very nice encounters where you're supposed to use Theras being carefully. You're supposed to yada 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 that. Stream looks good. Does it? Like I'm serious when I ask this. I like, you know, I like that my streams suddenly just look good now. Hold on. Hold on. Damn! Why the hell did that video get recommended to me the other day? It was Ray William Johnson. He was just N-words left and right. Like in one video, that man has 3 N-words. That edgy era of internet is just, man, it's a product of its time. It instantly took me back to iDubbbz, to, you know, Filthy Frank. Damn, N-word. Damn, N-word. Then another one pulls out a lightsaber. Damn. Son of a bitch. He just sounds so funny. He sounds like Michael Scott. He has this song called Doing Your Mom. Doing your mom, doing your mom, doing your mom, doing your mom. And it's just a whole bop. RWJ mentioned. Not a Greek God of War. Only 3. Ghost of Sparta is not remotely comparable to the trilogy. Nothing like the trilogy has replay value, man. Nothing. The equipment you get, the things you do with the equipment, it's like you don't just get the Claws of Hades just to get the Claws of Hades. No. You gain an amazing magic attack with it. You gain access to curses that can break shields for you quickly. And it happens with like everything in every God of War. You don't gain the fucking Zeus Fury to just attack with it. No, you're canceling attacks, you're canceling recovery animations from rolls. We're fighting your mom, Kratos. Feels great fighting your mom. Your mom is a beast though, like no disrespect. Your mom is a fucking monster, Kratos. Like you will doing your mom. Just when we started talking about doing your mom song, doing your mom, doing. Man. I'm instantly inputting triangle after the blocking to get the heavy attack out quick. But like, yeah, the trilogy of, the God of War 1, God of War 2, God of War 3, nothing is like them when it comes to replayability. Or like general gaming thing. Is it done? Is the fight done? Am I supposed to? I guess I'm forced to escape that. Pretty sure the fight is done. 100% sure the fight is done. There, knew it. Doing your mom, doing. Okay, watch this emotional cutscene. I'm gonna go have to piss off. Piss off.
Finally, I am free. Find your brother, Kratos. Go to Sparta. Find Deimos. He needs you.
Mother, what have I done?
With her last breath, she released the weight of her burden and finally found the peace she had long sought. But for Kratos, the rage was almost palpable. Fate had once again pushed him to the brink of madness.
Girl, I don't mean any harm. All I wanted to do is to say hello. And do you happen to have anything on you to make my mood mellow? Some are oval and some are pink, some are blue and some are just yellow. She wasn't strong enough to say it. Say what? Being murdered by her son? Yeah, Kratos was doing his mom. Kratos didn't even cry. That's a real man right there. Like he didn't cry because the fans would have like we got the Kamiya Mama. Here it is. The air Kamiya Mama. Wish we got the Gallic gun though. The garlic gun. This magic attack is pretty bad if I'm being honest. I mean, magic attacks generally in the handheld games, like they all scale with difficulty, It's unlike the trilogy where they had magic attacks that didn't scale with difficulty. Like imagine Poseidon's Rage in God of War 1 scaling with difficulty. I don't want to imagine a world like that. Well, yeah, like Ghost of Sparta its magic attacks get weaker and weaker the higher the difficulty. Whereas God of War 1, 2, and 3 don't. They have exceptions though, like Atlas Quake in God of War 2 does scale with difficulty. So it gets weaker with difficulty. Like on very hard, it's weaker than when you do it on normal. Whereas something like Chronos Rage stays the same. It's that amazing. It has a lot of attacks. But Atlas Quake in God of War 2 though, here's the great argument about it, is that yes, it does get nerfed with difficulty. I guess not scale, nerfed with difficulty. But like here's the cool thing, it knocks back enemies backwards. So these enemies, if you position them right in some cool situations, they get knocked back into each other, so have collision. And it's awesome. God of War 3 has a case with the Nemean Roar from the Nemean Cestus. That one scales with difficulty in there. But there are no redeeming qualities to it. Like there is no half collisions to work. And you know, collision scaling only was in God of War 1 and 2. They scale with enemy power percent. That increases the harder the difficulty. So basically they scale with difficulty settings. Partly. So pressing circle in here gives iframes. Like just this. Doesn't matter if you have to grab the enemy or not. What am I gonna do? I think triangle also gives iframes. Hopefully, please, kinda please, do be kinda please. Too costly for what it does. Magic stuff sucks. Secondary don't. Insane. Oh. Throw another one. Hey. Okay. This gives iframes. I thought I was iframeless on the ceilings. Thankfully not. Yeah. Awesome. We can trick on the ceiling, lads. I thought only circle gives iframes. Ghost of Sparta and its cool boons. Been listening to that Kendrick bop that released recently, man. What an album. Like, how does he do it? How does he do it and how does he affect LeBron's legacy? I do not know. Just spam S. S also gets iframes? Stun and grouping with no meaningful HP returns. Have you completed God of War 2, Oko? No. I let go of that endeavor a long time ago. Reasons you'll never know. Like how am I... Hold on. I saw a ring out video that I couldn't really continue watching. Am I slapped? No. Chat, am I cooked? For a second I thought it's God of War 3. That's our first death in the game. In God of War 3 I usually jump through bombings of the harpies. Honestly, TB is best thing Ghost of Sparta offers. Therisbane? Ghost of Sparta has amazing cool stuff. Okay, so that one is not stuck in there. Yeah, that one is stuck in there actually. What the hell is this? Can I have used that boundary? Hold on. Did I just make that jump with the spirit? Collision scale with enemy power percent. Things that affect enemy power percent are costumes and different difficulty settings. Collision scale with difficulty, guys. If you want to know why that happens, If you want to know why collisions scale with difficulty, I have made a video combat guide documenting why they scale with difficulty. Is because of the power percent. Wait, is there like a floor here? Hold on. Hold on. What? What? Am I standing on this gap? I'm standing on this gap while attacking. Okay, fam. You know what? Just come over here. Attaboy. Destroy my enemies and my rights are yours. Harpies worse. Just wait for encounter after first Gorgon. We're gonna deal with them. Come on. Especially no grab run. Right. So here's the thing that's so awesome about no grab runs, right? Usually when you're playing God of War games, you have a lot of awesome tools, right? It's just that the dominant, way of approaching most encounters is through grabs. Just implementing grabs. Doesn't matter if it's air grab, Orion's Harpoon, ground to air grabs, ground grabs, command grabs, which are also grabs. Surprise! Oh, by the way, this is also not allowed. It's written in the rules. So, what No Grab Run Plus comes in and does is that it forces you to never use grabs. So, like, by then, you start using other strats, like other weapons, other magic attacks a lot more efficiently. It's very, very cool. Most of the amazing strats you see today got birth thanks to No Grab Run Plus. I thought Geryon was a crazy horse in DMC3. You thought right. Just not in this game. Collision scale with enemy risk. The stronger the enemy risk game is, stronger the Giat collisions are. You gotta edge the enemies as well though, don't forget. Post Geryon 1 isn't too bad if you aren't going for ND, which I never am. Can't remember what a Geryon is in this game. The guys that hold a boulder on top of their heads. They step violently. Shit, okay, Rygar. Give me that. Come to think of it, this guy actually does look like he got influenced by Rygar. The way he attacks with that weird weapon / shield is Rygar-like. Is Rygar-esque. Nobody's talking about the double Geryons. I mean, are they gonna be difficult? The harpies in there are different. They're not like these harpies. They're some other type of thing. That I'm not gonna make an attempt to pronounce the name of. To catch a fly from the ass of stone. Stunning them at the same time is kind of good one. Gears in Gears of War? Crazy. This is when I just kind of gave up on the God of War franchise, when they added Gears in God of War, Like at that point, just fucking make a Gears of War game. Santa Monica is weird sometimes. So December 1st is when the actual thing starts for the Game Awards and whatnot. Hold on, let me test something before I start this encounter properly. I want this guy to sprint towards me. Is this a ring out? I've seen that video where he rings out the Minotaur like that. I forgot his name. I shared this video though. The sussy baka thing in here is that I have to stay close. Stay close to both Minotaurs at once. Which isn't good for business. Okay, hold on, I got an idea. We take those to the face. At least we're not dead. Yet. I knew it would hit me somehow. Do the... Oh, I can block that. I never mind. I'm curious, does that hit when they're way high up there? I forgot these guys have a rush attack that is blockable. Beautiful. I haven't opened a health chest in this game in probably 2 years. Feels weird that I'm opening it, because I dead ass haven't. I played on easy, never used a health chest. I played on very pain plus, you know, last time before the data loss. Never opened a health chest. And like right now, opening a health chest in this game, it just feels weird. You know, it feels like losing an Oko. You can parry that, not block it. Okay, fam. No ring outs was a crime that happened on humanity. It's almost like having non-scaling collisions, you know? I know who exactly I'm saying these words to. Hold on. Jump physics. This level is so great, honestly. God of War Ghost of Sparta just feels like an extension to God of War 2 when it comes to the art style. Fucking bloody hell, mate. When is chill stream, Sam? I thought about streaming Metal Gear Rising the other day, but I don't know why I didn't. It's bad there is no Midas' gaze in this game. Petrification generally is not in this game, yeah. It's a stinker. It all started with God of War 3, but we don't talk about that. Thing is, God of War 3 started some stuff that other God of Wars picked up on, and I don't know why they picked up on it so horribly. Like, look at Ascension. Ascension supposedly has 2 types of freezing enemies. Wow! You can freeze enemies and petrify enemies, and it's still the shittiest. How do you manage that? How do you make 2 types of freezing the enemy in place and come out as the worst game for when it comes to freezing enemies, like a petrification-like mechanic? How? Ghost of Sparta doesn't have a Medusa's gaze, and it has a better petrification system than Ascension. How does that remotely work? By the way, I'm talking about something you'll see later. Therazbane only does more damage if it explodes. Harpies are invincible when bombing, so you can deal less damage because the DOT didn't happen. Less damage than the base strike with TB. But Haristos, I saw the hit counter rise back there. That's why I was like, wait. Would that hit count? Question mark? Do a Pain plus Metal Gear Rising Revenge. Let's not get crazy. I'm not doing that shit. No, it's the hardest shit ever. If I ever do something, it may be Pain, which, you know, we're gonna have to go through a lot to see what the rules for Pain are. But like what I'm interested from Metal Gear Rising for a while now, for a couple of months, ever since the no upgrade run, is no block run plus. But now that's gonna be something. No block meaning no parrying, no nothing. Just generally. No skibbities gaze. But yeah, honestly, shout out to the homies that really expected the Chains of Olympus run. All of you Chain of Olympus sisters out there, I'm really sorry. The stream had to turn to this. I just don't have very hard unlocked on my Ascension, on my Chains of Olympus copy. It is what it is. I am not done on reading the full back and forth about the Claws of Hades video. You won't reach a conclusion. It's basically two ideals not, you know, agreeing with each other. Me and Big V just don't agree. When you boil it down to like one simple point, he prefers Blade of Artemis and thinks it's better than Claws of Hades. I prefer Claws of Hades and think it's better than Blade of Artemis. Like, even though I love Blade of Artemis very much. You won't reach a conclusion in that video. It's two completely different views on weapons. I value the amazingness that the Blade of Artemis brings to the table. But better than Claws of Hades? No. And there's a lot we can go through. We can go through safety. We can go through a lot of things. Blade of Artemis is fun. Claws of Hades are also fun. You never really know. I love the Blade of Artemis, but its flaws are just so much. A Kurd and an American fighting over video games is crazy. It'll never not be crazy. So today I thought of an idea that can only work with a very powerful PC, and I don't have that at the moment, and I'll never have that probably. Playing God of War 1 and 2 at this... Might as well just remove that beam. Why is that beam even there? Like why would you do this to me? Like, so playing God of War 1 and 2 at the same time. That's what I'm talking about. Imagine how insane it would be making it to a section where on one game it's a boss fight, on the other it's a bunch of enemies. Like, how would that even work, man? How would that that would be insane. Artemis also has shattering merit. Shattering, home run, tricking, yeah, these three amazing things. It's like what it has, but it's just that it has so many flaws. You know, I can't really put it over the Claws of Hades. Like being unable to block in the air, flat out. That's one right there. Being unable to block properly on the ground, like that's just jank as fuck. I can't accept that. I accept it, of course, but I'm just saying, when comparing it to... Let me see something. I want to test out ring out strat. That was basically the strat. So the idea is hyper launching these guys up, and I'll demonstrate it on this next wave to hopefully ring them out through here. See, like he flies this way. Let's see. I rang him out. Again. And he's out. Although I'd love to try that again. Hold on, I lost a lot of health. I'm not gonna accept this. Let's just bring them both here. Him and his boyfriend. You gotta do... Okay, hold on. Peep. And then you do peep. Why? I'm holding triangle. Why? Okay, so in here you can't buffer it like the trilogy. Great. I think one of them got out. Nah, none of them got out. Yeah, one of them got out this time. It's just good to demonstrate some strats. Hold on, let me try this out again. So, Big V has mentioned this way of ringing out enemies before. It's basically your home run technique. There, that guy's out. He flew out. Does this work? I believe that worked, yeah. Oh, nah, this guy died in the air. So that cool way works in other spots as well. Some are inferior. You must be critical of things you like. Look, the biggest misunderstanding between me and Big V, that entire talk. You know, it was a Claws of Hades is the worst weapon talk. And it slowly, of course, expanded into all weapons talk. Why is the worst and all that. The entire time I was basing it on things I like and whatnot. And like the entire time on the back of his head, he had the thought of Gauntlet of Zeus is the best secondary. He's right. It's the best secondary. I dislike that weapon. I hate that weapon. Because it's the best secondary in the worst God of War game, in the most unbalanced God of War game. It is the best secondary. Like, don't let anyone fool you with like, yo, this, that, third, you know, whatever. No, it is the best secondary. Like, period. Okay, I gotta position them where they face. They die before I get them to that state of ring out, you know? Gauntlet of Zeus is the best secondary weapon in the most unbalanced, unfun God of War game, where the enemies are flat out designed to get broken with that. And so I never value that. Whereas Big V was being objective, and when you're being objective, then yeah, sure. Gauntlet of Zeus is the best secondary. It doesn't matter which one you like the most. It is the best. Did this guy just mid-attacks just break my guard? Yeah, the talk is just that it's not that Big V thinks Claws of Hades are bad or anything. You are missing the point if you are playing action games for their stories. Okay, that's a whole nother thing. Why did that get opened up? The point when Big V says Claws of Hades is the worst, my biggest point of argument is that it's better than the Blade of Olympus and it's better than the Blade of Artemis. Like, it can't be the worst. And it expanded into a whole lot of talking. Like, that's my main issue. It's not even that when Big V says Claws of Hades are the worst. He's not saying they're bad. They're just the worst when compared to others. And that expanded into many arguments. Why would you use this in God of War 3? Let's just talk God of War 3. Why would you use this when you have the Blade of Artemis? Not the Blade of Artemis, when you have the Nemesis Whip, when you have the Nemean Cestus. My argument is that you play with the best launcher in God of War 3 after Nemesis Whip. you play with the best launcher for 75% of the game. Yes, Nemesis Whip has the best launcher in the franchise. But like, look at when it comes into the game. You still played 75% of the game with that amazing launcher of the Claws of Hades. You still use the Soul Summon of the Claws of Hades throughout. You still use the Curse to break shields throughout. It's still useful. It's never gonna be not useful. So like, it kept on going and going and going. Wait, hold on, am I supposed to... Like, am I forced to grab enemies in here? I think I am. Am I supposed to grab enemies? Maybe these guys just don't have a queue. I love MGR's goofy ass story, for example. Yeah, that's great. You have to grab. I believe so, yeah. Or, you know, unrealistically, just let them grab me with that and then I eat them to the thing. Soul Summon for the whole entire game. Yeah. Soul Summon, and even there are situations where you still instinctively use the launcher. It's just good. Or the Curse. You know, Curse Square Triangle of that or weapon. Juggle an enemy into there, maybe? If this was God of War, any other God of War other than Chainsaw Blood and Ghost of Sparta, we would be able to reverse their grabs. But like, right now, there is no choice. We have to just grab them. This is a one exception. So now you're expected to beat the encounter normally. There's Bane is so awesome. I'm just saying. And I believe it breaks this guy's hyper armor. Don't ask me why I believe that. I just saw something there. NG2 as a whole is trash. You need to chill your tits. You will find many disagreeing with you. It isn't considered the best action game for no reason. The argument of playing action games for their story, the thing I more so go with is, yes, the gameplay, which that goes for every game that I play. It's not just action games. I'm just saying, the gameplay came first, then the story for most of these games. But that doesn't mean they didn't put enough care into the story. You can care about the story. God of War 1's story is my favorite God of War story. So there's that. This game is gorgeous.
Help! I'm trapped in here!
NG2's story is not trash. It's not even trying to tell a story with deep characters. It's just good ninjas stop bad ninja and demons. Ninja Gaiden 2 has a story just to have a story. You know the issue I have with Ninja Gaiden 2? And this is not me hating on it in case Fatah wants to do some funny business bombing my house or whatever. The game, like, I saw a tweet from local button masher saying this and I just resonated with it. And he's right. It's like the game is trying so hard to be this arcadey super duper difficult game, but the only thing holding it back from being that is the publisher demand to make it a story, Ninja Gaiden, to make it basically a game, a mainstream game, a AAA game. So that's the only thing holding it back in a way, because like now it has to be a long game. It's 14 chapters, which is a lot. I've always said this. Ninja Gaiden 2 is too long. It's too long. It's as long as my dick. Almost as long as my dick, believe it or not. And that works to his detriment. It's kind of a lot. I'm gonna be honest. If it was a shorter, more compact game, maybe 12 chapters, 10 chapters, it would have seen a bit more balance. But fuck, not like I need balance in that game, but there's a different type of balance I'm talking about. It's a mean to kill stuff. This is not a grab, it's okay to escape it. Hey, she shattered that, banished that ass. Amazing. Chapter 11 alone is better than most action games. Chapter 11. You had, and man, you're playing Sigma too. I believe in a world where Hristos gets a hold of vanilla Ninja Gaiden 2, he'll never let go of it. Like, it's fucking good. It is good. Like, it's amazing. Like, I wholeheartedly believe the moment he gets a hold of that game, he'll never let it go. As long as Ninja Gaiden 2 is, I'm fine with it. It has 0 fillers, some shorter games have. Skippable cutscenes, walkie-talkie, pointless zooming. No, it works for its strength. It's a game that knows its strengths and stays there. It honestly stays there. It's like Devil May Cry 5. Devil May Cry 5 knew, okay, people want combat. Give them combat. Fuck it. Fuck the super fucked up, outdated platforming that never worked. I could make it work because I play the games a lot, but like even then, it's never satisfying or good like God of War platforming. And generally, just Ninja Gaiden 2 makes me appreciate games and how they're all different again. I've always appreciated that, of course. Now even more so. The amazing setups you can fucking have with that. Wait, why did that guy die? The amazing setups you can have with the Therisbane is just awesome. Just awesome. Sigma 2 Chapter 11. 14 LOL is worse. And it's still good. DMC reboot had the best platforming? Yes. Less enemies, tankier enemies, less dealing percent, and grabs one shot. I may play Sigma 2 one day because Ninja Gaiden 2 is living up to be my favorite game. It's that fucking good. Like, imagine a game where I was constantly dying for 5 hours and a half in a stream still kept my attention. It's that good. The mechanics are that good. It's like the same philosophy of us keeping up with God of War's unskippable cutscenes. It's that good. Like, and you see how we're constantly looking forward to get to the next encounter in God of War games? Because the encounters, every encounter, something as little as this, but like, maybe not the handhelds, but like the trilogy. Every encounter you're looking forward to get to it. It's that good. You forget that you can't skip cutscenes. It's amazing like that. No action game comes close to God of War arena environmental depth. Alongside grabs and magic, It's one of its huge main strengths. Dante, Ninja Gaiden. I swear to God, Ninja Gaiden. Little pots you can break to get essence. Walls you can use to, do some quick kills. It's not comparable to God of War. Like, not close. I wouldn't say... I'd say it's the closest to God of War. Wall, ceiling, rope. No, I'm talking... Okay, if you're talking that, no game comes close to God of War. Okay, I take that back as well. Wonderful 101 is a game that you play, and you're playing 15 games in one. At one point, you're playing that, behind the character camera game, boxing. At one point, you're playing Tetris. At one point, you're playing a QTE that is fun. At one point, you're doing wall combat. Yes, it exists. At another point, you're doing ceiling combat. It just shows you more and more how much influenced Platinum Games are by Santa Monica's old design. It's a thing of gold, basically. Block, move out of the way. The biggest flaw in NG2 is at the same time the biggest lowering point, which is the absurd, non-merciful learning curve. Learning curves, they're problematic in a lot of games. In every game. Imagine if you didn't run into my channel or Risto's channel for a lucky video that he may have explained collisions. You'd still have fun with God of War, the grabs, the the resource management and whatnot. You'd still have a hell of fun, but like you'd be missing out big time in God of War 1 and 2. Not in 3, because 3 learned the fucking lesson. It has battering ram tutorial. It has battering ram specific challenge. It has battering ram in the trailers. Oh, it did not want anyone to miss out on that amazing mechanic. No. It just advertised it everywhere. But God of War 1 and 2, they never advertised collisions. At all. Never. NG2's charm is the absurdity. It's not just that, Haristos. It's the amazing weapons. It's the amazing enemy design. Truly. The arena design. The gimmicks you can have with the arenas, with every enemy. It's the whole package, especially the weapons. It's not just the absurdity. It looks like the absurdity if you make it look like that. Out there in the chaos, you can find some focused play. If you just get to... you've played Sigma. There are intricate mechanics, right? These are nothing in Sigma. Just wait until you play Vanilla. They shine there. Like, something like the incendiary ninjas. They suddenly start making sense of the amount of iframes that you have in Ninja Gaiden 2. Like, the amount of iframes that you have in Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma doesn't make sense. In Vanilla, though, it makes hella sense. Like, the incendiary shuriken ninjas, how absurd they are and how many incendiaries they stick up, Ryu's ass. You start fiending for iframes in all the ways you have iframes in. Be it grab kills, be it grabs in the air with the Yuzuna drop, be it ultimate techniques, be it the wind path, be it the enemy step, stepping on top of enemy sets. All of that, the amount of iframes suddenly starts making all the sense in the world when you fight the Is ninjas. Or, and basically on Master Ninja, every enemy makes sense why you have so many iframes. It's just that with the incendiary shuriken ninjas, it makes all the sweeter sense. Amazing. I love how easy juggles are in these games. This and Chains of Olympus. It's just easy to juggle enemies. They're not like physics based like God of War 1, 2, 3 Ascension. Like you have a giant hitbox with the blades reaching in the air. It's not a literal hitbox like the other games. Let's not pretend that Sigma 2 is utter garbage. It kinda is when compared to the vanilla though. It's just a version that is more accessible. You get to play the game with less ugly learning curve, though its heights can't compete with vanilla. It is not a bad game. It's a horrible game when compared to the original. There's nothing that makes it good other than the fact that it's built off of the skeleton of Ninja Gaiden 2 vanilla. Like, the only redeeming qualities is things they fixed from the original. Like everything that has something to do with why Sigma 2 is great is because it's basically the base game of Ninja Gaiden 2 just lowered due to memory. The rest, they fixed some stuff, thank you. Some bosses got refined. Some bosses got worse. Enemy grabs kill. What are you even doing? Vanilla has the highest highs and the lowest of lows, while Sigma aims to be a nice middle ground. It doesn't work like that. It goes against the design. Imagine Resident Evil 4 original but without consistency. Imagine playing that. I'm not talking about Resident Evil 4 remake. Imagine the original 4 having a version without the consistency. You headshot something. Are you streaming the God of War remaster games? Fucking streaming? I'm gonna fucking get in the games. And I took the wrong path. Didn't know this thing slides down. It's pretty neat. God of War 3 is objectively best hack and slash game. Yeah. For me, yeah. Like, I be objective when I say it's the best. I bring arguments that make it my favorite and the general best. It's nothing like nostalgia connection or anything like that. Of course, it does play a big part, but like, I generally love the game. My history with the game has a lot to do, but it's not the base, spine of my arguments. Of course, it's against the spirit. Just saying it's not the worst game ever made. It's not. Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma is not the worst game ever made. That should be clear. I prefer to have uneven experience than mediocre, to be honest. I don't know about that. This is like a case where we're talking about Ninja Gaiden 2. Doesn't go for every game. Heavily disagree. Dante's Inferno combat is way more deep, fun than Darksiders 1-2 combat. The latter are fun, but their combat isn't the whole package. Dante's Inferno combat is peak. You just like that game because you have the same name. Shut up. Sigma 2 is not great. No amount of tonfa will fix it. Again, see what you're saying right now, Haristos? A simple weapon like the tonfa alone makes it bearable to play. The weapon is... Every weapon is amazing in that game. Like, the talons are like my current favorite. But I can see myself, getting into other weapons. Because you'll be doing yourself a disservice if you're not learning all the weapons and stuff. Come on. I can see myself using some other weapons like Kusarigama, the chain weapon. And like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. It's not gonna be my favorite, but I'm gonna love that weapon. You basically go through phases on which weapon is your favorite in Ninja Gaiden 2. Like for a while, the Lunar was like my favorite, and like objective safe weapon for me. And it still is. It's still the objective safest weapon I can use. Easy Izuna drop, easy D-limbs. Not as easy as what I have now, of course, the Talons. Like still. The weapons in Ninja Gaiden 2 are just so awesome. The Tonfa, the duels, the Dragon Sword itself, the main weapon, the Lunar, the Falcon's Talons, the Scythe. Even Kusari Gama can have some value if you just want to get into it. Zemna's just thirsty for the vanilla experience. Yeah, he'll get there one day. Just gotta get a cheap ass Xbox One Fat and Ninja Gaiden 2. Trust me, that right there is worth it. If there was ever an experience of, if there was ever like a scenario where you would have to buy a console to get a game, I'd say PS3 for God of War 3. Xbox 360 or Xbox One to play backwards compatible Ninja Gaiden 2. If there was ever something to do. PS2, you have the PS2 era of games is so great, man. Like that's the best era of games. I'm talking in general bulk, by the way. Like I know my favorite top 2 favorite action games of mine came out in the PS3 Xbox 360 game. Era. Sorry, not game. Metal Gear Rising, God of War 3, these came out in on the PS3 and like Xbox 360 era. They're my favorite 2 games of all time, not just action games. Don't attack these guys when they block because they may go on the ground and that's not something you want. These guys' grabs is not for the faint of heart. And don't do knockback attacks that knocks them on the ground, please. And try your best to stay at the foreground to have a cool view of the battlefield. You need to see them when you fight them. And you're forced to grab them. You cannot damage kill them. Says who? But yeah, when you're talking bulk and diversity and amount, the sheer amount of games coming out, the PS2 era, nothing is like the PS2 era, man. PS2 is the fucking best. We're talking bulk, like you have 2 God of War games that came out back to back. Ninja Gaiden 1 started there. Devil May Cry started there. Resident Evil 4 that whole era of games started there. God Hand, Chaos Legion, Okami, Beautiful Joe, fucking oh my god. The greatest fighting games. Okay, maybe fighting games. Maybe with fighting games you can make an argument that the older generation before it was better. I'm talking objectivity, like in bulk. I'm just saying. The PS2 era is the best. The absolute best. It's a DQ. You can damage kill. Okay. Okay, fam. Thanks for the correction. Thank you guys. It's a good thing I read the chat right there. So basically thank me and not you guys. You guys don't deserve any thanking. Come on. At the end of the day, it's thank me. Like it's not thank you guys. Come on. You just said DQ. What did you really like, I'm the one playing the game, like, you know what I mean. Like, it's gonna be interesting seeing me damage killing these guys. Interesting and hard. These guys can be hard if you make them hard. If you don't, it is what it is. Their grabs is brutal as well, so best watch out. I'm dead. Second drop should be lethal. Okay, okay, thank you, thank you. So I shouldn't try to aim for DPS when they drop. I basically cannot kill them there, huh? They just die the second time they make it there. As I said, don't do bounce attacks or knockback attacks. Just chip away like a fine gentleman. And they'll send the nudes eventually. Why would they send the nudes? Fuck. Man, these guys on no evade run, these guys would absolutely slap you. Or like not a no evade run, hold on. No block run. The one I'm very disinterested in. Ninja Gaiden 2, that's what we're playing today, right? Fighting games were a peak back then for single player experience. Nowadays it's more online based, which is fun. Till they started slapping half the roster behind DLCs with zero counter for single player. So I think you would be more nonchalant, like light or less. Why is that a good thing? I'm ghetto as fuck, like you have no idea. I have an accent unmatched by the... I don't know, like, you can bring anyone, any white rapper, and he doesn't have an accent like mine. Because, like, I mix up billions of accents, and it's not willing or anything. I just don't know. I grew up with English music, you know, black music, rap and all that. And watching movies and all that, you don't know whether to talk British or talk English. I guess that's the same. Or talk Canadian. I don't even notice it. I don't even notice like accents. It's not like Kurdish where I can just notice when someone is talking in Chinese. In Chang Ping Chang Ping Don't Stone Cold Ai. I jump. I'm getting hot. Let me take this off. That's getting clipped. What's getting clipped? Let me take this off. Resident Evil 4 chants in the chat. Wow, I can't believe I said Resident Evil 4 chants. Chinese is good, but can you Mexican? No, true gamer. I cannot. What else did I miss? S without TB can infinite them. I'm gonna be all over that then. I haven't done that. I wonder if it deals good damage. This is the finisher of the Rampage of the Furies. Nah, they move around a lot. But that is a nice strat, though. Is this a perfectly goon is the right question. Rampage of the Fallen Sigma. You can't parry without upgrading like God of War 1. Does Zesty smoke? No. For quite a bit of time I tried getting into cigars. So like, since like I heard, and not heard, like I got actually into studying them and seeing what is it that's so good, just to make sure. And ultimately, it's like a coffee that you can have. Like, it's just a slow thing. Way too different than cigarettes. Cigarettes enter your system and whatnot. Whereas a cigar apparently doesn't. Cigar stays in your mouth. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth! I'm going to, okay? I am so one shot, like, it's unbelievable. Did I just Aristos, I'm just curious, are you sure you can damage kill these guys? Like, just attack them while they're down, or? Let me see what Yuristo's doing. Go for TB, T3 when they are about to drop. I gotta calculate. Okay, I'll calculate it. So there is time to build up a T3. T3 is triangle 3 for anyone wondering. Oh boy. Okay. Charge them with TB. That's a bad thing. I gotta do that at the end. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. 9. Say 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. That's 15. 16. When did I stop? At 16? So like 17. 18. 19. Do they take like 20 of these motherfuckers? About 20. Two, 3, 4, 5. So it just takes 5 to drop them, okay. And they die. So 5 of these drops them. Fuck, why did I do that? Oh my god! Can only kill them after the first drop. Calculate after it. Okay, so yeah, but just for as a piece of knowledge. So like 20 of these held inputs of light. No need to get my mind busy with like the first one. Okay. And just like takes about 5-ish of these. Hey, that's a guard break as well. Cute. Just let me peg your other... Let me see if Harisos has said anything. Ghost DC grunts are very different. I guess just the scarce race. I guess they are a pain. Didn't know they're this much of a pain in no grab run, but like I just need to get adjusted to them. This being a guard break is amazing. The more you know. I took damage. Because of that one attack, I didn't keep on holding block. So now they're both around the same HP. Not really. Awesome. Thank you very much, Haristos. I didn't know this. Rumor has it that Zesty is a black dude who paints himself for the camera. You never know. You can't just trust everything you see on the internet. I almost backtracked over there thinking this is Ninja Gaiden 2 for some reason. Because like in Ninja Gaiden 2, so far in Master Ninja, I beat an encounter, go back, save, proceed a little bit, beat the next encounter, go back, save a little bit. It's just, it's danger behind every corner, man. You can't be stopped. But like generally, man, honestly, Ninja Gaiden 2, like I always found value in a game like that, like a game that goes against the usual in action games. But it especially taught me to like, if something is not my type of action game, I should still give it a shot. Doesn't matter how it is. Like it made me appreciate Devil May Cry 5 more even. It's like at this point I'm playing Devil May Cry 5 for the complexity. I love it for the complexity. I always did. Like I never hated Devil May Cry 5. Some bitch in the chat right now hates it, but like we don't want to talk about that. I like DMC5 right now more for its complexity. I always liked it, now I like it even more thanks to NG2. I love NG2 because it's this bad shit. You know, it is calculated, but not as calculated as these games. It is actually as calculated as these games. It's just that you're making decisions 50 times faster than your average game. Like in here, you can easily make out what I'm doing with an enemy. I'm juggling him, yada yada yada. NG2 is cocaine. There is no time to stop and, you know, kind of explain what's going on display and whatnot. So you're doing a lot more things than you do in your average action game. It is very, very, very different than my average type of action game. And I used to think I would one day not really like it for that. Right now, I like it for that. RE6 is weak as a RE game, but goddamn is a fun game, fun to play game. Of course. There's a lot of games like that. So the way that works with these enemies, 1, 2, 3, 4, actually 5. 5 steps, then he does that attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He does this, the sound effect happens. The screen flashes white. The moment it flashes white, you gotta dodge. But when you get close, he does one of these attacks, like this one or the other attack where he just, you know, does his thing. So this guy just generally needs a lot of getting used to. Now he's gonna teleport. Even if he's off screen, I'm gonna see it. Look. It's a very beautiful cue. I used to dislike it until I studied it and learned it more and more. That's when I started falling in love with this enemy. It's such a nice enemy. The range of the spirit in this game is a bit less than the trilogy, which I talk about it in my upcoming Blades heavy attack comparison video. Like, I just need to say it now. The range is not the same. Same with the plumes even. Give him a little. Give him a little. The girth behind that. I mean, pause. Not the girth. You know what I mean. The oomph. Tell me a game that is like Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8, but like it is more than that. I believe people say there's that other game. God damn it! God damn it! Forgot its name. DQ. They can damage die. Outlast? Yes, Outlast. Man, I entered this No Grab Run Plus in the hopes of learning new things, because that's how I love entering challenge runs. I entered them in like a blind way, ones that I haven't seen Haristos do, for example. Garyons die from damage. That's awesome to know. What's next? Because like I'm learning that these guys and Wraiths die with them, with damage, like without grabbing them. It's amazing. So thank you for the correction there. I would have just continued normally. Fight back! You know what they say, fight lightning with lightning. Another one? Oh, he starts wandering around with the circle on top. Awesome, dude. That's the first time I've killed that guy without grabbing him. See no grab runs? They teach you a lot. When Hristos is in the chat, of course. Spam S with TV. It runs out. I need to try this a bit more. I'm starting to fall in love with this attack. You might need MP for the coming fight. I have MP. Though, I believe just I don't really need it a lot. I just need to get rid of these guys. Not these guys, the others. Like these shieldy boys. Okay, so stunning them with Thera's Bane, then attacking is the best course of action. The castle section is my favorite. RE4 is a must play even if you haven't played RE game. It's a very influential game. You can spam T with TB, and if timed properly you can save some TB fuel for each core planet. Really? But I still wasn't even done with my attack. How did he snap me out of it? EOA is so bad it has a long recovery animation. It's so bad for a lot of other reasons. I guess when you max it out it becomes good, I forget. I guess I have developed a strat for myself right now. Perhaps keeping these shieldy boys shielded is better. I have an idea. Holy screen shakes, parry the bombings. Oh yeah, you remind me, I can parry them. Completely forgot. I can parry these guys. But before I do that, I have another strat as well. Although it's gonna require a lot of chipping. Just doing this in the air on the flying fucks. Hold on, let's enter with a bomb. And they still... Come here. This is like a chipping session. Let's keep the shieldy boys around. It's gonna take a lot, but like it's safe at least. Or until these guys' shields breaks. Or until I fuck up like that back there. But if I basically keep a good pace at this, it's a nice trap. It's not bad. I'm getting way too greedy trying to slide in braveries. Hold on. Don't use TB for basic strikes. Just finishers. I'm using it because attacking normally on the shieldy guys is not fun. Evolve your blades. That's a nice strat. I'm just not gonna use it. Goes against the rules. Can air block the bombing as well. But yeah, like air. The moment you can parry something, 9 times out of 10 you can also air block it. You know, for openings like these, yeah, I should attack normally when I'm left free with some of the birdies. Since like you attack the shield, you attack the flex, but like you're resetted right back to the ground. Like right now, attack normally. It's good that attacking the shieldy boys also stuns them, so like God of War 3. Yeah, this is a nice strat. Ah! That guy doesn't have a Q! Doesn't even fucking have a tell! Knew about less damage with TB. He knew about less damage with TB. Why is he using it? I can't attack normally with shieldy guys around. I'll start attacking normally without the Typhon's Bane when there are no shieldy boys around. Mistake on my end. Cucumber. Ghost of Sparta, no DQ run plus featuring Zimnas of the Hristos. These shield guys, I was like expecting them to, you know, do something that looks like an attack. Nothing. No part of that attack that they did back there, the shield bash, looks like an actual attack designed by a fucking human being. Can't your attack just fine with shieldy boys? No, your attack bounces. Break the shields? No, these guys get way too aggressive for me. Typhon Bane? Sweetie, this isn't Barlog of War 2. Actually, they mean something else. Fucking cunts. Cunts, I swear to God. Cunts. Either finish harpies first or soldiers. I'm doing the former. Did that guy hit me with my own landing? I swear to God. They're too aggro for me when they lose their shield. Let's try that approach. Let's not stick to one approach. Maybe this new strat will work for me. Do you want me to slap you? You break the shields, rely on parry, stun, AoE, take out the birds. There's a lot of attacks coming from everywhere. I won't say the forbidden pro tip. Hit and don't get hit. Okay, this is good. Okay, I'm gonna stay at the foreground to see all the enemies ahead of me. This is a shitty encounter right here. Don't say it, I spoiled the fun. My God over 3 Kratos can't glide and can't open chests. He's weak. And there it goes. How did that attack hit me before it even hit me? Why would you say the forbidden board? Screams like Odin. You can plant bombs on the birds, EOA, to prevent them from bombing and rely on the DOT. I don't know what a single acronym of that was. Use your blades? Which blades? Wish I had a giant blade, you know? Is the problem with Nurse 3 or is it the game? Because I bite the game 2 times and it's the same problem. You gotta update the game. I think I know what you mean. Like, that's dead ass an issue. I thought you were joking. Now I wish I had a full magic bar. Plant bombs, I have a trendless and rely on damage over time. I just did that. Dusty when the acronyms aren't God of War 3 related? Exactly. Name any special attack from Ascension in like an acronym way. I'm not gonna recognize it. How the fuck are you supposed to escape that then? I still took the hit. The game is on its latest version. Cancel T0 with Eye of Atlantis. Like, I only have 2 to do, man. You've done this a lot. I haven't done it. I gotta see what sticks. Okay, let's see. Hold on. I have an idea. The T3 didn't even drop, you cunt. You... Didn't know you could fucking cancel this shit so fast. This will be the last encounter and I'll end the stream. It's actually pissing me off. I'll go with this strat. Ah, their run has a hitbox, of course. What a shitty encounter, I swear to God. Can you even imagine TC screaming as Odin? Why would I imagine that? I blocked that attack in the air, but whatever, fine. What does no grabs mean? You can't grab enemies. Like this. Or like this. I should knock his door. You've done this a lot. Shut up. Look at it from the perspective of someone who's doing it for the first time. Okay, let's break shields this time. Off-screen attacks because this game is so great. So many harpies in such a cramped space. Yeah, very bad enemy combination. Don't get me wrong, I raged hard here too. I know you're looking at it from like a perspective of someone who's done it a billion times. I'm just now doing this for the first time. It's his first time, chat. That's what she said. That's ironically always what he said, you know? Very bad encounter. Like absolute horrible. I just want it to be done. I'll never want to do this fucking challenge again. Why don't you think about it, man? Just get creative. Don't just go for it and hope for the best. Well, I am trying the strat offered by Xemnas. I'm just not putting it to good use. Because like I haven't gotten accustomed to these guys yet. Because like look at this aggro, man. Like I'm sure there's a gimmick I'm gonna learn by some time later. But so far this is gonna be what you're gonna see a lot. I jumped and blocked, but whatever. Try it yourself for a bit. No, obviously what Xemnas is saying is the optimal strat. It just doesn't work for me yet because I'm not accustomed to the entirety of the fight. Usually when you come up with a strat, you go through a lot of the struggle phase with the strat. How did that hit? Parry, it doesn't work. If 3 of them come at me and I parry, I take damage with the next one. I can parry one at the bomb, but the next one damages me. Or another enemy overwhelms me. Like this works, but then what about the second? I didn't even see that because of the glare on the screen, I swear. Sometimes I don't even see the indicator. Break shields and air T without TV. Well then the enemies on the ground, the grounded ones with the swords, they have armors. Is that not a parry? What the fuck was that then? Just use T0, it is the best way to do it. It has a lot of recovery. What do you do for a living? I'm seeing you play God of War for like 3 years straight. I work at a sales department in a hotel. I air blocked, but fine. I know what the man says objectively right way, or pretty much do the job. Just try to do it yourself for this one. How? How? Trying to come up with a way. The air thing with shielded enemies around still doesn't do it the best way. Like, let's see it this time in practice. I'll do it this time though. I'm gonna keep the shielded enemies around an air triangle with the thing. Or I could just... No, I can't. Can't bait these guys so easily. Creativity. This encounter is bad. It's not that the creativity thing. The joke is to jump grab one of these birdies and again and again. That's just 3 of them instantly dead. Like ideally how this encounter would go is just this at the start. Don't break any shields. Grab these guys, all of them. Until like you're done. It's a joke of an encounter. Just badly designed. Like what the fuck is that this guy's sprint attack? Ideally you isolate them in either the upper spot or the foreground. Jump and block their drop and grab them. Like billions of other ways to do it, but like that's just one. Heroist would be better. On a no grab run. Now look at it. How the fuck I did Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta no grab plus with a keyboard? Don't you like get used to that ever? I thought people usually get used to it. Doesn't matter what type of game it is. What hit me? Generally confused as to what hit me back there. And when did these guys' shields break? These guys' shields break with normal attack. This is the hardest God of War after Ascension. I think... Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Depends on the challenge run though. On landing, how do you go about 7 games having on landing issues? Like, this may look like your guard is still up, but when you drop, you actually can't take damage. It's that shitty of a thing. It's the worst I've found out right now in this game, in God of War 2. Maybe not in this game. In God of War 2 is the absolute worst. Then I'd say in this, and then Chains of Olympus. Like, I don't know how something like that makes it into a game like this. Bye, take care. Kill one by one, I'm trying. But the shields break with normal attacks too, so that's problematic. That's what I remember now. Wow, auto lock, honestly. Since I'm chipping, might as well, you know, chip with the normal attacks. Don't need to, you know, enhance it. Like, if I hit the shields, that's my fault since the shield got too close. Like, and I can do something about it. What are you doing right now? Is also a viable strategy, but it is too long. You can play around. No, it's not about a too long thing. You play around a boundary and pray a harpy clips out of bounds. We're not about to make it down to RNG. And the problem is not that I'm like in a hurry or anything. The encounter generally just sucks. The enemies suck in here. The arena sucks. Everything sucks. The enemy combination. It works for grabs, but like in this extreme state right now where we can't grab, I can see why it doesn't work. So I'm just gonna normally attack. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that, Plume? Shield is break with the Poseidon Eye, not normal attack. Ooh, you're right, I believe. Does it? It doesn't break with the lightning. Kratos seems heavy when rolling compared to God of War 1 and 2. Quite the opposite. Like, the back roll is much better than the God of War 1, 2, and 3. This. Look at that. The forward one, I guess, you're right. Anything TV can break shields. So normal attacks as well. Now it's playing plus more. No grab run plus is harder than pain plus in this game. Like, I'd rather have grabs than magic. And pain plus allows for grabs. Grabs that trivialize a lot of these fools. I'd rather have grabs over Theris Bane and magic attacks combined in this game. Which no upgrade on plus seems to give, of course. That rush attack should not have a hitbox. He's just stepping. He's not even rushing at you. So like, it's an attack that has no tell. See? It just starts. It just starts. Like you're right next to him, hits you instantly. In Pain Plus, we were stuck on the DOD door animation, and now this door. Much better encounter than this, by the way. The door to the domain of death. That's what you're referring to, right, Scorpion? Break the shields. And then that hits. I'm not arguing against your strat. I'm just saying. What do I do? Managing this shit is not fun. It's not fun to manage this carnage, man. Try to hit them in the ground more, parry, dodge more. But parrying makes me stationary, and another bomb could come in and finish my life. What? Why did that kill? Why did that kill? Like, why did that parry kill? Why did it kill me? I'm just curious. Why did this guy not get stunned with the parry? I have a lot of questions. So letting go of the parry kills you with the AoE? Are you going to end this run? After this fight, I'm done with the stream. It's really getting me pissed off right now. I hope the COS. This fight is the worst thing in the world, man. You just have to believe in yourself. Attacks with no startup. You gotta love them, man. Try to use some magic. It's not like the magic we have is the best thing in the world. It changes literally nothing. Use Eye of Atlantis after fairies. If bombings are getting lulled frequently. Okay. This fight remind me of the fight in Atlantis with the Harpies and Hades Captain. Yeah, except that fight is like miles better. I know what to do. So, I'm not gonna explain what I'm gonna do. Just watch me do it in like the next couple of tries. No Garon plus on holidays are just not fun. Not enough tools to work around with. Yes. That's what I meant when I said I'd prefer to have Pain Plus than Thera's Bane and pain plus shenanigans rather than literally all the availability of no upgrade 1 plus. Like, you have a lot of tools in no upgrade 1 plus in the trilogy, or even in Ascension. I wish I went with Ascension, not this game. This game is bad and no grab 1 plus. This is an experiment. I guess I'm gonna learn now. I guess I learned now. It just has to go right. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know the approach. It just has to go right. These guys get way too stunned with the Therisbane. I can do it. Are you serious? How did that shitbox connect? T0 into I would save it. I did that and it targeted someone else. You definitely know the way now. I know the way. I know the approach. These guys get way too stunned with the Therisbane. Why does he ascend when I haven't even told him to ascend? Kratos just ascends when I just like dropped my attack. I didn't even meet, like, I just wanted this. For the love of God, don't ascend with them. One of them is stuck. This is the one. One of who? Pop that skill hormone and eat that damn horse. This is just a skill approach. And a patience approach. And an RNG approach. Because sometimes shit just gets too hectic. This is very bad. It's a very bad run. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes they drop quick, sometimes they don't. Lovely how that works. Long time no see. You entered at the worst possible encounter, Nova. This is taking half an hour. It's gonna take another half an hour. How many waves of shield you guys is there? Is it just the 2 that spawn at first and then another 2, or is there another other 2? Four dudes? Cool. Don't end the stream with L now. Not even I have an important exam tomorrow. Now when I have... Man, how many exams do you have? The parry game is insane. That was the best attempt. This encounter can either end too quick or end, you know, get dubbed too quick. What is this shitty ass targeting now? Why did I die there? Because I let go of parry quickly? Fuck off. Fuck right off. You're still stuck here? This is the hardest encounter I've ever played in this game. It's bad, like badly designed. Bad as in badly designed. It's almost General Kratos translator paint plus situation. Was that one that bad? Yeah, I remember it being bad actually. Yeah, I made a dedicated video for the translator. I don't think even Odin was confirmed gone for good at the end of Ragnarok, so maybe they could vote on some capacity. Odin is dead. Sindri shatters his soul with that hammer. Why does it get more stylish each time? The deaths just keep getting better. On landing, thank you. Is he stuck here for the last hour? Yeah. Did the coin flip or something? Hold on, let me just stretch my leg. Why are you playing this instead of the good game like Halo 3? You're right. I wonder why I'm playing this instead of a good game like Halo 3. Everything just makes sense in Halo 3 rather than this. Don't jump unless it's absolutely necessary. You may not feel it, but jumping mechanics are really iffy. What do I do? How do I run away from enemies in front of me? How do I gain distance? Just running and blocking? That doesn't gain me distance. It gains me safety, but like not from these guys constantly bombing the place. I got a mad roll or mad jump. Okay, an encounter has been reset basically. I didn't dodge that last time. The game is just ass. I swear to Allah I did not dodge back there. Like, I dodged when I stayed at the foreground, that's it. I did not continue dodging upwards. There's something with the buffering of this game. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Peace out.